When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Georgia. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Got his man down the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Booth. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Hold and fire complete.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. Made a defender miss. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Off-play action on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. And that one's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Bell. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Makes the catch, it's Mosley. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They've spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Traore. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Gets it to the back. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's dealt. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys on the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Georgia! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The give to the tailback. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Caught in the backfield, it's dealt. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Branch. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking to throw at Stockton. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's flying down the left side. Defense trying to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, what a move to get room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll move the wide receiver. The sure hands, it's Branch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Booth. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Shapen. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Shapen. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away, and now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
They punt it away on 4th down, and nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And the Bulldogs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the run, it's Frazier. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Stockton. Grab near the sticks, it's Branch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. With the catch, it's Branch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive. Breaks into the open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Caught in the backfield. It's Traore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Turning it on! Lowers those pads. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On the run, it's Frazier, able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got an open man. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to pass. It's Shapin. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Try to barge their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fakes to grab. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Frazier. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Frazier. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, when you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down, not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's dealt. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Shapen. Quick completion on the out route. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Rides to back and leaves it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Thompson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, what a cut! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. He'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Makes a man miss. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run to the left. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Zings it complete to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Caught close to the marker, it's Booth. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Mosley. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. Bulldozes his way through. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Traore. The chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Shapen. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is good! And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.